This is Mark Bell from Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. I'm here today with my boy, Silent Mike.
We have here on the video the Bench More Than You Squat Club, led by Mark Bell himself, co-captain Smokey, second in charge Fat Damon.
It looks like Silent Mike's getting ready for some squats. This is a squatter day at the Super Training Gym. And I think, Mike, you were doing what, sets of 3 on this day? Just doing some speed stuff?
Yeah, I think we hit triples. I think you're hopping with us too. I think we hit 5 to 6 sets of triples, just around 400 pounds, just getting the hips greased.
How hard is it to stay on your path when you got other people doing other shit? Is that hard for you, or you're able to just stick to your plan?
It's actually pretty easy for me, just because I've had success. Not that I'm a world-class powerlifter by any means.
But you had success by following the program that you're doing.
Right, and that's just how it is in basketball. That's how it is my whole life, is just do the work and then you get the result, rather than you don't go balls to the wall every practice. You don't have to max out every training session, and you'll get the result you want just by getting enough done.
Look at this little guy doing some deadlifts. I didn't even know this guy still worked out. So it
Tyrion
just popped
himself,
up on the video right here.
Strongest guy in the capital.
Why does he throw it down like that every time?
I believe that's the steroids.
Anger management issues, perhaps?
Yeah, he's a little angry. Speaking of angry.
Yeah, here's the terrorist again. His fucking thick beard squats.
Yeah, I thought the beard thing was kind of over. Brian Wilson did it very good for the Giants, fear of the beard and all that.
Brian Wilson killed him, remember?
Yeah, he said it was the beard starter kit.
Yeah, he said Smokey had a starter kit.
Powerlifter Brandon Lilly did it about 5-6 years ago, the whole beard deal.
What are you guys doing right here? What was
I
that?
was teaching Daniel how to really spank the monkey.
Ejaculation proclamation?
Yeah, how to spank that monkey.
Something like that?
I don't know what day this is.
Does he need to know how to do that? He's not old enough?
No, he doesn't know how to do it properly.
Oh.
It's just like everyone knows how to bench, but they don't know how to do it properly.
He ended up with some chafing, that's what you're saying.
Chafing, gave himself blue ballsies, all
Coconut oil's good.
for the nether regions.
I think so.
Really?
Why not?
They're healthy fats.
Give it a try. Give it a try.
Give it a try, ladies and gentlemen,
It might
and leave
make
in
you
the comments
leaner,
below.
it might make you longer.
Yeah,
you never know.
Comments below how the coconut oil and MCTs mixed with your testicles.
Yeah, made by caveman.
Caveman MCTs, just rub them everywhere. I actually bet it would be good for your skin. I think they put coconut oil in their beards.
I know some people put it on their hands.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, your genitals are a little different, but sure, it might burn.
It might feel good, you never know. Smokey is coming off of a little bit of a surgery type of deal that he had to undergo a while back. And
let's just say he's half woman now.
Yeah, he had his man parts switched with some lady parts. But he's doing really good. He's able to come back in the gym and hit up some squats, even though it's not easy for him to like get the right pressure and everything, and wearing the belt and stuff's uncomfortable, but he's still working through it and still making it work.
Yeah, both those two, him and Sandy, are coming off injuries and basically just going to something, I talked them through like a linear progression. So they just started with something very, very light. For Smokey, might have been 225 on the squat. I believe Smokey squatted about 525 in his meet.
It's interesting, you know, when you do get hurt, how defeated you feel. You feel like, oh man, I can't do anything. But it's not really ever true. Almost all the time, you can always do a little something. You might be able to move the bar around, or 135 or even 65 pounds or something. You might be able to move something around.
Yeah, he was doing 225 for triples and literally just added 10 to 15 pounds a week. And now, like 6 to 8 weeks later, he's already at a pause squat PR, I believe. He's doing 350 for reps.
Sandy's moving around 185 pounds.
Right, she's only 2 to 3 weeks back. I think she squatted maybe high 200s in sleeves before. And then now she just did, I think, 205 for a bunch of sets of triples. So, you know, it's not exactly where you were before, but a little bit of planning, a little bit of progression, a little bit of hard work, you'll get back there in a second.
The strength comes and goes, you know, as you do this sport longer, you're going to have, and if you take the sport to the extreme, you're going to have all kinds of different things happening. You're going to have everything imaginable and then some happen to you, and you're going to go through periods of time where you might not be able to bench 315, and you'll have other times where your strength is maximized and you're able to bench over 400. Your strength's going to be all over the place in your journey because you're going to weigh different weights, you're going to have different problems and different injuries at different times.
You had a little pec issue at the meet, but more so than that pec issue, you've had an elbow issue going on. Had a great battle with 600 pounds at your meet, nearly missed it. Then for about 3 weeks, I think you only benched about 135 or less. Yeah. And then last week you did 500 in a slingshot for 3.
Right.
You know, that's over the progress of about 3 months or so.
Right.
But lifting light or taking a little bit of foot off the gas, you won't lose your strength. What is she doing?
She just smiled right at me.
Well, she's just flirting with all of YouTube. The whole YouTube world just got flirted with Bobby B.
And they're all falling for it. They're like, who's that?
Yeah, yeah.
They're going to tell us what time that was or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Bobby B at 4:13, and then also her Instagram. Where's her Instagram? Who has her Instagram? Is Bobby B single?
Searching and searching.
What is he doing? Cheating with that suit?
Oh yeah, he had a squat suit on. That is
And
cheating.
reverse bands.
But you know, yeah, your strength's going to end up all over the place. And the thing is, just not to get frustrated. When you do get injured, you get hurt. Focus on the things that you can do, and don't worry so much about the things that you can't do. I've even gone as far to write down 4 or 5 things that I can do, just to kind of keep me on track and keep me. You know, maybe you can't squat. You know, maybe you hurt your knee, but maybe you can still deadlift. Can you deadlift twice a week while you're banged up from squatting? Sure.
Yeah,
you know, there's always other options. There's always other things you can do.
Yeah, focus on what you can, focus on the positive, and just know that in the long run, you're not going to get weaker. Right. You know, like same thing as like,
your strength will come back.
I've ran this program and I've ran, you know, the juice out of it. Like, no, you haven't. You can still get stronger. You can still progress on that deal. If your shoulders hurt out, if you miss 1 bench session, 2 bench sessions, even 3 bench sessions, you'll be slightly weaker for 1 session, and then you'll get right back to your progress where you were.
Bobby has that hip circle on because she has a hard time keeping her legs closed. And so that's helping keeping the legs together. I think that's what the goal is.
Is that why you invented it, or is that
for ladies like her specifically?
The population's growing too fast in the U.S.
Exactly.
And guys don't like condoms. Mm-hmm. That's understandable, I guess. And so basically, you just want to wrap them up in a different way.
Does anybody wear condoms anymore?
I don't know. I don't know what the kids are doing these days.
Yeah, Jesus. Anyway, she was using a hip circle to help teach her to force the knees out, just to get some pressure on the hips and to force the knees out and keep the hips strong. A lot of times people will have the issue of the knees collapsing in. And what I always suggest, you know, other than something like a hip circle, is play around with different foot placement. Play around with different width and different stances. Play around with having your feet straight ahead or feet slightly pointed out. You should be able to find something that helps you to maybe not completely get rid of the issue, but help minimize it.
Everyone's relationship from like their shin length to their thigh bone length to their torso length is going to be super unique. No one's the same. Dick length is often a factor in how big you squat or how little you are. And so you got to try all these different stances, all these different methods, bar placements, training styles, just to figure out what works best for you and you'll be strongest with in the long run. And this will take years. This won't take
and
a
also
month.
Your knees coming in too is not a huge problem. Everyone makes such a big deal about it. I would say your back rounding over is a much bigger issue in a squat, or you turning a squat to like a 2-part lift is a much greater concern than your knees caving in slightly. If they cave in a ton, obviously that can be an issue. And if it hurts, obviously that's even a bigger problem.
There's a bit of a difference between knees caving in and knees slamming in.
Yeah, right.
You know, if your knees slam in, you're probably in a weak position. You'll probably miss the squat. Look at Lauren just going
like,
nuts over
a lot
there,
of times at the
conjugating.
trade shows, like people come up to us like, man, you're so much bigger in person. What do you think of, I think Fat Dan looks fatter on here than he does in person.
Well, it's just kind of weird. I mean, of course I'm going to look bigger. I'm next to Dan, who's 6'5", 330
Well,
pounds.
you're gonna look bigger in person than you do on somebody's phone, obviously.
Well, it should just be a 16-inch fucking computer screen,
yeah,
and I'm in real life.
Yeah, their screen's not all that big. It's not life size.
And we do lift weights here and there, even though most of it's for Instagram.
Maybe what people are getting at is that we should sell life-size posters of ourselves.
Oh, fatheads.
Yeah.
We should collabo with fatheads.
Yeah.
That's actually a great idea.
I have a fat head.
Well, you could have a fat head of your fat head.
Yeah, exactly, of my fat face.
Oh, fucking Boston. Hey, buddy.
Look at this guy. He's able to get under the bar really well and have a good low bar position.
Hey,
there.
fucking buddy. Good job, pal.
Boston Tea Party.
That was fucking wicked.
This is a strong motherfucker, that kid. I hate him.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's dumb strength, and sometimes I think he just works hard at it. It's hard to tell. He might just have stupid, retard strength.
He does have a little bit of retard strength, doesn't he? He's strong all around, though. And squats, bench, deadlift.
I think he just hit a bench PR of 385.
Has he deadlifted 600 yet? He's
That's the goal.
Knocking on the door, right?
Yep, we're revving him up
Whoa,
to squat 6. That is gross.
whoa.
So is that Smokey? Smokey doesn't know how to use this thing, and he told me he squatted and locked it at the wrong time and cornholed himself with the metal pole, and now for some reason he thinks he has a fractured bunghole.
He had something going in his butthole?
Yeah, he thinks he has a fractured bunghole. I didn't even know if that was possible or not, but where's Robot? We need a doctor.
Where
to
am I
analyze
in this
it.
day? Didn't I squat in this
I think
group?
you squatted with me, but obviously the camera doesn't like you.
He edited me out.
Yep. Maybe your squats weren't strong enough or high enough. Squatting too deep, and so you got eliminated.
Maybe this is a different day.
Here's Lauren.
Maybe this isn't yesterday.
I don't know when it was, but when is today going to be tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
What's that phrase? Isn't that a movie?
I'm getting information in my ear right now that I was in New York.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, that is gross hair. Ladies, Stormcloud415 on Instagram.
Oh my God.
Stormcloud415 if you guys are looking for a date. He'll take you out.
Look at Filipino Thunder. Why does he always put so much weight on there?
I don't know. He's really into building the squads.
He goes so heavy all the time. I don't get it. He's all sad this week because he's going lighter.
Yeah. I
He's
know.
all
He was just
grumpy.
complaining to me. What are these people
What, you got
doing?
some visitors?
What are these? Hi guys. Welcome to Super Training.
What are these guys doing?
That's
Moseying
great. This is the visitor cam. He's stealing shit. Moneymaker call him stealing our belts. Who are you, buddy, and why are you stealing our shit? Oh, Instagram, I like it. Tag us.
They're taking pictures
Yeah,
of,
tag
the gym,
us.
of the quotes on the wall and everything.
Who's this? Whose nuts are those?
This is, I recognize those nuts. Those are the nuts of Filipino Thunder.
Oh, those are Filipino nuts.
Yeah, he's always got the shorts all hiked up.
Yeah. Look at that bulge. Power bulge.
And the sweaty ass crack, that's how you can tell
Yeah, and then
it's
he's
him.
screaming at
Or
people.
me, I guess. I got a sweaty
He has the
ass.
eyes like he's going to kill somebody. With a loser Lakers
He's,
hat in the back.
what meat is he doing? Is he doing the same meat as you? Or is he doing
No,
someone
I think
before
him and Dano are doing March with Damoon and Casey. Fat Damon.
Oh, March at Jesse Burdick's place. CSA.
CSA gym in the Bay Area, Dublin, California, I believe. And then I believe Pekolsky, Mr. Boston, is doing a meet in a week or two, old school iron.
Boston
and
cream pie.
Yeah, he's going to cream pie over the platform.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'll be in Hawaii sipping on some Mai Tais.
Oh.
You guys are trying to lift some weights.
I'm not going to be lifting weights. I'll pretend
That's
like
a
I'm going to help people.
disgusting camera angle right there.
What is he doing, riding a bull?
Strength is never weakness, and that is it from Super Training Gym.
Bitch.